Narendra Modi holds talks with European Commission President. Indian Navy participates in first edition of Naval Commanders Conference. Nagaland becomes coronavirus-free state. Dorji Khandu Government College Tawang to benefit from the Vidya Vistar scheme. And Manipur Chief Minister attends workshop for public prosecutors and police officers. A very good evening, viewers, and welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Hongita Kakuti Pathak bringing to you the stories in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi held talks with the European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen in New Delhi today. Both the leaders reviewed progress in the vibrant India-EU strategic partnership and agreed to deepen cooperation in areas of trade, climate, digital technology and people-to-people ties. The leaders agreed that as large and vibrant democratic societies, India and Europe share similar values and a commonality of perspectives on many global issues. They reviewed the progress in the India-EU strategic partnership, including the forthcoming recommencement of negotiations on a free trade agreement and investment agreement. It was agreed to institute a high-level trade and technology commission to provide political-level oversight of all aspects of the India-EU relationship and to ensure coordination between different areas of cooperation.
पूरे विश्व का ध्यान रहेगा कि आज आप हमें क्या संदेश दे रही हैं। दुनिया जरूर उत्सुक है आपको सुनने के लिए।
Thank you very much, Prime Minister, and it's a pleasure to visit India again and to see you, meet you again. So thank you very much for the very warm welcome. And indeed, this year marks the 60th anniversary of the EU-India relationship. And I think this relationship is today more important than ever. We have a lot in common.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the 7th edition of the Raisina Dialogue in New Delhi today. President of the European Commission Ursula von der Leyen was present as the chief guest at the dialogue. Several former prime ministers of different countries and other dignitaries were also participating in the event. The three-day dialogue is based on the theme Terra Nova, Impassioned, Impatient and Imperiled. There are 6 broad thematic pillars of the dialogue, including rethinking democracy, end of multilateralism, water caucuses, achieving green transitions. It may be mentioned that the Raisina Dialogue will have around 100 sessions with over 210 speakers from 90 countries.
Of our neighbors, of our cities. We remain global, but the essential...
Distinguished guests, every 5 years, when Indians are casting their vote in parliamentary elections, the world watches with admiration as the world's largest democracy charts its future path. Because the outcome of decisions made by 1.3 billion people resonates around the globe. This is especially true for Europe. As vibrant...
The first edition of the Naval Commanders Conference commenced today in New Delhi. All operational and area commanders of the Indian Navy are participating in the conference to review major operational, material, logistics and human resource development, training and administrative activities. The conference will focus on addressing the contemporary security paradigms while seeking ways to enhance combat capability of the Navy and make operations more effective and efficient. A detailed review of the performance of weapons and sensors, ongoing naval projects with focus on ways to enhance indigenization through Make in India will be undertaken by the commanders. The conference would also dwell upon dynamics of the geostrategic situation of the region in the backdrop of recent international developments. Union Health Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia said that the government has set a target of eliminating malaria from the country by 2030 and making the country TB-free by 2025. He said this while addressing a function on the occasion of World Malaria Day today in New Delhi. Mandavia further informed that the country has registered around 86% decline in malaria cases and around 79% decline in deaths due to malaria since 2015. He further emphasized on creating awareness among the people regarding reduction of the vector-borne disease and also that the country will soon come out with an indigenous vaccine against malaria.
हमें मच्छर ना काटे उसको कैसे सुनिश्चित करें, हम स्वच्छता कैसे रखें, हम फॉगिंग कैसे करें, कई चीज बहुत अच्छी बात यहाँ पार्थिबेन ने बताई। कई ऐसी व्यवस्था है केवल हम ट्रीटमेंट कर दें ये इनफ नहीं है, उसके लिए कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव प्लान बनना होगा। स्वच्छता भी उसके लिए जुड़ा हुआ विषय है। हम
In good news for Nagaland, the state is now coronavirus free after the lone active COVID patient from Dimapur district recovered from the disease yesterday. The state lodged 0 active case yesterday as no new COVID-19 case was recorded out of the 17 sample tests received. The caseload remained at 35,488 while altogether 33,244 people have so far recovered from the disease. Meanwhile, over 16.16 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccines have been administered in the state in the last 24 hours.
all necessary precautions that prevent.
Arunachal Chief Minister Pema Khandu participated in the e-launch of Vidya Vistar scheme by Hindu College, New Delhi today. Under this initiative, Hindu College will collaborate and partner with Dorji Khandu Government College, Tawang as its mentor. Meanwhile, taking to the Twitter handle, Khandu expressed his gratitude towards Hindu College for this collaboration. He further informed that another 2 colleges from the northeast, Narbahadur Bhandari College, Sikkim and North Kamrup College, Assam, will also benefit from the pool of resources and expertise of Hindu College. In a unique initiative, the First Lady of Arunachal Pradesh, Neelam Mishra, led a team of local weavers and sericulture farmers by train on an exposure tour to Assam today as a part of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. The group, consisting of women from various districts of the state and entrepreneurs, will interact with local weavers of Assam and share the innovative ways to market their products. In this regard, the team visited the Indian Weavers Alliance Inc. Guwahati and interacted with proprietors, staff and local weavers. The tour aims to bring socio-economic empowerment to the women of Arunachal Pradesh through traditional practices, especially weaving. Speaking on the occasion, the First Lady of the state advised the weavers to exchange the weaving skills and innovative ideas with the weavers of other states and also urged them to incorporate scientific processes and techniques used by other weavers. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh attended the inaugural function of the seminar-cum-interactive workshop for public prosecutors and police officers at the City Convention Centre today. Singh stressed upon the necessity to strongly deal with cases related to drugs and anti-national activities in Manipur. Meanwhile, taking to his Twitter handle, Singh further informed that the state government is ready to extend every possible assistance to the state police forces and the public prosecutors. He also assured that he will face any political interference on drug-related matters and anti-national activities himself.
Political circle, there is single intervention. I promise you, I assure you. Anti-national related and drug-related matter, I assure you as a chief minister, single interventions will not be allowed. Single intervention.
In a positive turn for the state, Tripura secured the first place in Category 2 in the Panchayat Puraskar 2022. The E-Panchayat Puraskar is conferred to those states which have ensured maximum use of information technology for monitoring the works of panchayats. Meanwhile, Tripura Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb took to his Twitter handle and congratulated all the officials for maximum use of information technology for monitoring the works of panchayats and said that under the guidance of the Prime Minister, Tripura shall soon become a model state. Nagaland Chief Minister Nefu Rio inaugurated the St. Joseph Pain and Palliative Care Centre, CHUMO, initiated by the Catholic Church in Nagaland and managed by the Nirmala Province, Ernakulam. This is the first full-fledged palliative care centre in the state which tends to provide free service. The state government will extend all possible help to carry out this gratuitous service to the people, said Rio in a tweet. In IPL cricket, Punjab Kings will take on Chennai Super Kings at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai a little while from now at 7:30 p.m. Meanwhile, in the last night's match, Lucknow Super Giants defeated Mumbai Indians by 36 runs at the same venue. Chasing a target of 169 runs, Mumbai Indians made 132 for 8 in the stipulated 20 overs. Rohit Sharma was the top scorer for Mumbai Indians with a 39-run knock. Earlier, put into bat, Lucknow Super Giants posted 168 for 6. Meanwhile, skipper KL Rahul scored his second century of the season. He was also declared the player of the match for his match-winning contribution of 103 runs. Arunachal Chief Minister Pema Khandu attended a cultural exchange program between Arunachal and Sikkim held in the picturesque Sangti Valley near Dirang, where he also inaugurated the newly constructed Gyalchen Karma Thinle Tene Monastery. Taking to his Twitter handle, Khandu said that there is a lot to learn from the neighbouring state Sikkim that has emerged as a leader in organic farming, tourism, education and health sector. He also expressed his sincere gratitude to the Sikkim Chief Minister, Union Minister Kiren Rijiju for their presence in the programme, along with a huge delegation consisting of Legislative Assembly Speaker, ministers, MLAs, officials and cultural teams from Sikkim. In Meghalaya, the leader of opposition, Mukul Sangma, reiterated the demand for an independent inquiry into the alleged illegal mining and transportation of coal in the state. Speaking to reporters, Sangma said that the government has acted as an accused when it has been in a denial mode that there is illegal coal mining and its transportation. He said the Chief Minister, the Deputy Chief Minister and the Home Minister have been constantly denying the illegalities, but the people of the state are aware of the ground reality.
Going on. Have you heard the government at any point of time not being in denial mode? Any point of time? You have heard what the Deputy CM said, you have heard what the CM said, you have heard what the Home Minister said,
Pertaining to the long-standing border dispute between Meghalaya and Assam, the local residents of Meghalaya under Raid Marwet held a public rally demanding to revoke the recent MOU signed between Assam and Meghalaya. Through a protest rally organized at Maikhuli Playground, residents strongly condemned the border settlement based on a decision by both chief ministers without any proper land verification. The protest was also supported by certain pressure groups, including local MDC of Mauhati, traditional chief of Hima Nongwa, village leaders of border area under Meghalaya of Raid Marwet of Hima Mailiam in Ribhoi district.
Klemkhot Wadiana Ngala Lay Kikot Kisla Hakajingade Bagadisukonsir Bakstit government Hado Skitri Jungo Home Ngala Islet Chadu Governor Bat Ngala Ro.
And to end the bulletin, the main points once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi holds talks with European Commission President. Indian Navy participates in first edition of Naval Commanders Conference. Nagaland becomes coronavirus-free state. Dorji Khandu Government College Tawang to benefit from Vidya Vistar scheme. And Manipur Chief Minister attends workshop for public prosecutors and police officers. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.